The Confederacy of Dunks is now on the Talkhole Podcast Network. Check out talkhole.co for more great podcasts.
Hello? Can anyone around here speak basketball?
There it is.
It's the Confederacy of Dunks with Kevin Dowse and Freddie Rivas.
A new season, everyone.
A new season is upon us.
My God. The Raps are 3-1 already.
Woo!
They're not even looking back.
Flying high.
I
Flying high.
waved my hands behind them, and they said, "You're too slow, Kev. We're not looking back."
Yeah. They don't want to talk to you, Kevin.
No. Norman Powell was even on the back of the thing looking at me, and he turned to face the front.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're really all on point right now. They're on message, and they all don't want to talk to you.
Yes. Yeah. That's what it says on the rock now in the change room.
Yeah.
Leave Kevin alone.
They spray paint messages on the rock.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah.
Just a little motivations. Like sometimes it's like there's a guy named Kevin Dowse. You see him, you ignore the fucking hell out of him. Matt, how you doing?
Pretty good. Giving her as you fucking do.
Oh yeah, tobogganing a lot or
Getting the toboggan all waxed
sure.
up, getting her ready.
Just taking some grass runs
Yeah.
for practice.
Yeah. Good. So I guess right off the bat, we should say we were supposed to have two guests.
Yeah.
Adam Christie and Katie Heindel, I believe is how you pronounce her last
man.
name, but I might have messed that
Whoa.
up. She'll probably let me know if I did. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties, but we're still rocking it.
Yeah, we're going for
Yeah.
it.
We've never done this, just us before.
This is
I know.
just the three of us.
This is how
Yeah.
you start season 4.
Yeah, you know what?
Fuck the guests.
I kind of like it a little
yeah.
stripped down. I mean, I'm
I'm not gonna say fuck the guest, but maybe I'll say we're bringing it back to its essence.
Yes.
To its core.
We're going
Right.
back, to,
We're back-
back to the roots.
We're back in the in your bunker.
Sure.
We're
In the storage bunker.
Yeah.
Covered in clothing.
Yeah, we're not. We're in your living room. This is where we record
Yeah.
Confederacy of Dunks podcasts in Matt's living room.
I am still covered in clothing.
Yeah.
We all are covered in clothing, which is good. Freddie, I would like, because we did have a Gmail chat issue, I would like your brother Francisco to, if he knows Frank Gmail chat,
He does.
give me his
He does,
number, because
yeah.
I'd like to ream him out a little bit.
Great. Yeah.
Francisco, if you're
The
listening to this,
hell's going on?
I know everyone, like Google's only like 4 or 5 people, so
Yeah.
you should be able to.
Yeah, that's
It's like, I think it's the guy at the next desk.
Yeah, no. It actually might even be my brother.
Frank
So,
Gmail chat.
yeah, it's one of the 5 employees, I'm sure, can fix that for you.
I just realized
Done.
Frank Gmail chat is an anagram of Francisco Rivas.
oh,
Whoa.
So
so it was him. He's
Whoa.
in the closet giggling.
That's pretty nuts. New season. I actually missed the last podcast.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bummer. But happy to be back. And obviously, we're 4 games in already. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
We're probably going to run over, even though we don't want to.
I think that's about right.
So I guess let's get going.
Let's do it. I mean, first thing has to be DeMar, right?
Yes.
He's a superhuman now.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Like, let's just ride this season out like we did the last.
Yeah.
Our emotions will be with the team, wherever they're at, and in this moment of time, in time, DeRozan is 4 games in, averaging what? 34?
Think that's about right.
33
33
maybe?
in a bit.
He has
Yeah.
2 40-point games, a 33-point game,
In a 32.
And a
and a
32.
32-point game. So he may even be averaging 35. But obviously it's gotta slow down.
Oh, for sure it will.
Has to slow down.
But the efficiency with which, and I think we might have drawn up some new plays because he's getting so much more open at his spots right now, and I'm sure teams are going to adjust to him and adjust to that. But yeah, the efficiency is just. I was at the Denver game, and it was just there was no doubt every single time. There was no doubt.
So he makes marginal improvements every year. That's kind of DeMar's thing. What has he improved that? Because this is the best 4-game stretch of his career. It's not even close. what is happening right now?
For me,
it's like, is it his handles?
It looks like he's getting to his spots so much better and more cleanly, and like off 2 bounces, like 2 steps, and he's at one of his spots. There, like maybe it's the shot mechanics. I don't know.
Yeah, he's rising up like really straight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he also, it's like he's just that much more of a chess master. If you make the wrong move, you will foul him.
Yes.
We have the threat of shooters, although it's hard to even say that because if you're game planning for DeMar, you know he's not going to pass.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he had 5 assists against Washington.
Sorry, it was 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yeah, he had a monster game. But you know, like in general, DeMar's not going to pass.
He's not. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's just these like double screens, and he's taking these fadeaways. We have Kobe Bryant on our team.
It's nuts.
We have Kobe Bryant, when Kobe Bryant didn't really shoot threes.
Yeah, I mean, we can do this without DeMar shooting threes if Lowry, Ross, Patterson are all shooting threes, and Carroll are shooting threes.
Yeah.
So far they're not shooting threes because DeMar's just shooting and making everything.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Which I guess is also fine.
If this is our offense, we just need a couple buckets here and there from the rest of the team. If DeMar is just gonna like fill it up this much,
It's ridiculous. Our defense has been concerning for me. We have moments, we have good individual moments, but like people are just firing away on us. They're scoring over 100 points every game. Like Denver was bullying us in that second half.
Are you guys worried that DeRozan's gonna burn himself out and not be effective when we really need him in the playoffs next year?
That's possible. I think he might regress. I don't know. What do you think?
Might just go back to like a 25 to 28.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to reserve my opinion on that. Well, I mean, sorry, do I think he's going to burn out? Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, to what degree? Like a full burnout? Probably not, hopefully not. But I think that he'll settle down. Like, he's shooting like 55% from the field. So that is like, would be unprecedented for him. Yeah. So like, he's going to miss like way more shots probably at some point. But he does seem to be shooting more efficiently. So we'll see if he settles. Like, what did he average last year? 21 points?
23.
No, he had 23. Sorry. Yeah. So if he jumps from 23 to 33, that would be pretty spectacular. Yeah. I mean, but maybe he's going to jump from 23 to 26 or something.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Yeah. I mean, maybe he just spent the offseason watching game tape of Paul George owning his soul. Yeah. He was like, oh, this is what I need to get better at.
I mean, he does seem to have this thing where it's like once he's gotten to a certain part of the mountain, he doesn't like go back down.
Yeah.
So he played with Team USA. He made it to the conference finals. He's now 2-time All-Star. It might just be that extra little bit of confidence means he hits a higher percentage of shots.
He's got his contract. He knows he's taken care of. Maybe.
By the way, Sam Mitchell.
Yeah.
In the pregame with Rod Black and Leo Rodens said analytics, or he was like, you numbers guys can put those numbers in your pipe and smoke it. And then Rod Black was just like, okay, Sam. It was pretty great.
He's a real head coach in the NBA.
He's still coaching?
I think DeMar's like the head of the like anti-analytics movement. Right
I mean, except he gets free throws like crazy.
Yeah, so, and I think like most analytics account for like, what's it called when you have a draw as a player, like the orb around you or whatever.
Your cloud score. No. What the hell is that called? I gotta look that up. It's gonna bug me.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan has a lot of pull traction. Have you been able to catch a lot of the games, Matt, or what?
I've caught half of them so far.
Which games?
I caught the first one where he got 40.
Nice.
And then I caught the other one, the Cleveland game. Wait, that wasn't the first one. Yeah.
Cleveland was game 2. Yeah.
So I saw the win and I saw the loss.
Yeah, his career high is 40, I believe, against Houston last year, and he's gotten his career high twice
this year.
Yeah, in 4 games. But yeah, just onto the defense, Kevin. I think that Siakam, Valanciunas is not a defensive lineup.
Yeah.
DeMar already is not a great defender.
Yeah.
DeMar Carroll looks a step slow.
Yeah.
I think Lowry looks like
Lowry's
basically
fine.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
fine. But
Lowry, Powell, and Patterson are all like great.
yeah, and
They're
like
fine.
that's why it's so important for me, anyways, to start Patterson because
Yeah.
you want to start good every
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Because like you want to talk about rest, or it's like, oh, you can't play Patterson 35 minutes. It's like fine.
You don't have to. Yeah.
But if you play him with the starters, we'll have more games where we blow people out.
Yeah. There's a reason
And-
every game closes with Patterson with the starters.
Yeah, and defensive. It's all about defensive units
Yeah.
and how they work on a string.
Yeah.
And I Siakam covers a lot of ground. He's going to be excellent on defense.
Yes.
but I think just starting him to keep Patterson from. I think the logic with Casey is just a little bit broken.
As always.
Yeah, as always, like I guess it wouldn't be a Casey's Raptor squad if there wasn't some stuff that just like really didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all things looking good for the Raptors. I would say the defense is concerning.
Yeah.
but I'm not that concerned.
I feel like a lot of people are worried about Carroll and what he's going to be or not be, and I feel like I had already kind of abandoned hope on Carroll. So like that's not hitting me as hard.
Well, he's starting shooting really well.
Yeah.
Like I think ball movement's the biggest issue.
For sure. And it always will be.
Because like when DeRozan cools down, is he going to share the ball?
Yeah.
Patterson, Ross, Carroll, even Joseph, Lowry, they need to be shooting lots of threes every game.
Yeah.
And they're just not shooting that many threes.
Patterson looks afraid to shoot. Last game he actually came out of that a little bit.
Yeah,
but
he seems like he woke up, but
Yeah.
like we have to force that. We have to kind of
yeah.
force the issue with the
Also
threes.
more than 6 shots for Jonas in a game. Good Lord.
Yeah,
My God.
especially after being so efficient.
Yeah.
But again, DeMar is just on a warpath. So
Yeah.
that's
I
kind
mean,
of what's
get out of the
happening
way for now, right? Yeah. If he's gonna do this, you gotta let him do it.
Speaking of working on our defense, I just read that like Nene's coming back.
Bebe.
Bebe? Who's Nene?
Nene's in Houston.
He plays for
He's
Houston.
another Brazilian.
He's another one.
Baby.
He's another one-name Brazilian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also
Oh my
Hulk
God.
who plays for the Brazilian national team.
And I share my birthday with a guy named Meta World Peace.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Who did not legally change his name to Panda Friend, I found out. That was only
Yeah.
Sorry, Bebe. Is this his chance now? He said
No. Okay.
I don't think so. This is something else we got to talk
Yeah,
about.
let's let's not take too much time on the Raptors here, but we should really be touching on the rookies. And I don't want to be slagging Pascal. He looks awesome.
Oh, he's great. He's
I
looking-
just feel like he's been thrown into his position.
Yeah, he's
because of
needlessly.
this logic and yeah, he looks good. He even hit a couple like shots. But I think Pirtle looks better.
Pirtle looks he looks fundamentally sound. His positioning and movement, his
he's
lateral movement,
altering
is very
shots,
encouraging.
nasty blocks.
Doesn't look rookie scared at all.
Yeah, and like he doesn't look like he can do much of anything on offense,
Yeah.
which doesn't really matter because he'll probably get a couple O-reebs and putbacks a game.
Yeah.
But he looks great on defense. He's so long.
His block on Jamal Murray was the best.
Totally. He had a huge block on against Washington too. I don't know
I
if it
think
was
I missed it.
I don't know if it was Otto Porter or maybe it was Nicholson.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was just a wind up like crank block. It was so good. But yeah, he looks great. And poor Bebe, like, I think the real issue with him in his career is that he seems like really fragile health-wise. And every time it's like his time or his opportunity, he gets some like nagging injury
Yeah.
and just can't stay on the court.
Yeah.
He was looking great in preseason. It looks like in preseason it was like he won the position, and maybe he still has because like obviously we're
Yeah,
not.
well, we're talking about Casey too.
Yeah, exactly. We don't watch him practice, but Pirtle just seems to be already getting like chemistry with Corey Joseph and Lowry and just getting his role on the Raptors more than I've ever seen from Bebe. I know Bebe had like that Hawks game and the
Yeah.
G State game last year and it seems like he can do some things. So we'll see. Like Jonas is not going to have like an 82 game season, so
Yeah.
they're both going to play. But
Yep.
but I'm going to go ahead and say I think Pirtle has.
I think he might have supplanted him.
Yeah, like I felt like when I think with Casey too, like if things are going like 75% or better,
he leaves
doesn't
it
rock
alone.
the boat.
Yeah.
So I think if we're winning games with Pirtle playing backup, then he probably won't
Yeah.
play Bebe. What else is going on Raptors stuff? A lot of people are going to be mad that Norman Powell isn't playing a lot, but I think that's a depth thing. I'd rather Ross be playing.
Yeah, it kind of depends for me. I feel like if Ross is getting burned defensively, then like Powell can handle most any matchup that Ross can.
Yeah, I think so, but I think like sometimes, like I think Powell's man defense is excellent, especially when he's guarding like a point guard. But you know, if you watch Powell when he plays the wing, lots of people shoot threes.
Yeah,
his like closing out is not like special or anything
True.
like that. So I don't really think he gives that much of a defensive edge over Ross. Although I think he does have that pit bull quality, which is just like this winning thing, and he hasn't made any mistakes.
Yeah.
Every time Casey plays him for like 5 seconds, he's like, I'll hit an efficient three.
Yeah.
I'll make a stop. But yeah, I mean, like if you do watch his closeouts and stuff, he is making mistakes for sure.
Yeah.
But
it's I don't know. It's the kind of thing. I mean, obviously, I think Ross is fine. I'm not on the bandwagon of Ross haters whatsoever. But I think just his tendency to wander almost makes the case for Powell in the first place, because Powell just kind of doesn't wander, and it's like they have. Yeah, I mean, like you'll have shortcomings with Powell as well. I guess Ross is just such a better shooter.
well, yeah. See, like I feel like to me, it's on Casey to experiment with the roster.
Yeah.
And we actually have a team that could be a pretty good small ball team. I
Yeah.
think Pirtle could be our center in a bunch of small ball lineups. I know the issue really is who's going to soak up the power forward minutes.
Yeah.
But I think that if you have a lineup out there of, you know, let's say we've already played Carroll and and Patterson, whatever. Like I think you can mix and match it. But let's say Patterson and Carroll are on the bench. Is it that crazy to have a lineup of Ross, Powell, DeRozan, Joseph, or
Yeah, I think you can do that.
or you know, obviously, and then within a center like JV or Pirtle. And I think that's actually where Siakam could come in handy.
Yep.
Or maybe he can play some small ball center.
Yeah.
Or small ball power.
mobile.
Or, you know, he could be in our small ball power forward lineup. And you could play Powell at the 3, or you know, Powell Ross at the 3.
Yeah.
There'll be the odd guy like like Tobias Harris or Mello, who's kind of like
Yeah,
mixed.
it's too.
But like
too big for
Powell
those
has
guys.
kind of shown he can maybe guard some of those bigger threes.
Yeah, well, he's got the crazy long arms. He's got
Yeah.
just his tenacity generally.
And I know Joseph plays a lot, but I just feel like those guys. I feel like Powell could be doing a lot of Siakam's minutes,
Yeah,
or
just in different situations.
in different situations. And we saw it a little bit against Washington, but I definitely want to see more. I think we are a really good fast break team, and we should be playing Ross and Powell.
Yeah.
And as far as you guys are concerned, it sounds like they're going to throw Baby in the corner.
Yeah, they're gonna throw Bebe in the corner and put a little dunce cap on his head. Was that a bunch of kids clapping? Nice.
It was exactly 3 of them.
Yeah, was that just was that
They
a
get
quiet,
it. They got
a
that
quiet
reference.
gym?
It was a golf clap.
That was a respectful gymnasium clap.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we can get, since they're not doing much, can we get Bebe and Bruno to reenact Dirty Dancing? Or
I bet you if you just asked.
Yeah, just ask him. What do you mean? Of course.
shot for shot?
Yeah.
I want it shot for shot, Bruno.
No, if you just show him like, hey, we got a new Snapchat app. Why don't you give it a test run? Do the entire film of Dirty Dancing over the course of 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they could do it.
Do one every halftime, one scene they come out and
Totally.
perform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna like make them storyboard it as well, like recreate the storyboards from
Oh
all
god,
that. Yeah.
we're on to something. You listening, Toronto?
I heard Bruno is like thinking about getting into like Mississauga politics.
Nice.
Yeah. He just spent so much time there, and like he's not happy with the bus system. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he likes
Hazel's his mentor.
He is.
yeah.
Well, actually, he just learned how to say Hazel's past her prime.
Yeah. He says square one's fine. Like, it's cool. Like, everything's going well there. And, like, at least the Boston Pizza is still fun. But, yeah, I think it's good for Raptors talk, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we... What else is going on? I mean, like it's weird. It's much of the same, but it's great.
Yeah,
We're winning.
exactly.
We're a winning team now.
It's like
awesome.
All that interior development is happening.
Who are we playing next week?
I don't know.
Me either. I put you on the spot. Who cares?
God.
It's gonna get tough though. They've got that nasty back-to-back with Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland,
Golden State.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's coming up real soon.
That's gonna be a nice punch in the face.
Yeah. One night you're drinking Belvedere, the next night you're drinking Crystal Skull.
Sure. I don't know either of those drinks. Why don't you throw us to our next segment, you hot MC over there, Matt Duncan?
Whoa. Hey, you guys come here often?
Okay, so just for context, Matt's table just flipped over and there were turntables, and Matt did all that live.
Oh, if only they could see it, right?
One day.
It's a lot of work for no one to see.
I saw it and I can't forget it. What segment are we doing?
I think Matt's asking us some queries.
Is it Matt question time?
We're going right to me?
Yeah, we're going right to you, buddy.
Ready for it?
People can't wait. I get harassed. And they say, like, people are like, "Hey, hurry up with the Matt segments part."
The Matt segment.
With Matt questions.
Okay, well, let's now that baseball's officially over, let's get right to this one.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago Cubs have ended their 108-year drought.
Yeah,
and won a championship. Does that give hope to every other team in every other sport who has any kind of drought, or are you a half empty kind of guy? Does it look like, oh, what if the Raptors go that long and we won't be able to see it? How do you look at it? Does it inspire you or does it make you sad?
As a Raptor fan, I'm enjoying being good.
Mm-hmm.
The championship, yeah, I feel like with basketball, it's a little bit different. I feel like with baseball, especially with the Moneyball and small ball and all that kind of stuff, there's way more parity. Even though baseball doesn't have a salary cap, it still has managed to have a ton of parity. So I think even if you're the Mariners or whatever, some Baltimore, some team that hasn't won in a long time, I think every year for baseball there's a kind of a chance. Mm-hmm. For basketball, that's not the case. For basketball, it's like
you know who it is.
Like we knew it was last year. This year it's going to be Cleveland and Golden State again. Like there's like that's kind of like championships kind of off the table for basketball unless you have a superstar who you think can maybe beat the other superstar in some situation. Like if I was like a T-Wolves fan, I'd be like talking myself into like, man, maybe in like 3 years, Towns will be the best player in the NBA and Wiggins will be his sidekick and will somehow win the championship.
Yeah.
But as a Raptors fan, I'm like, that's not happening.
Yeah, this iteration of the Raptors, that's not on the table, I don't think.
Exactly. Like, because like even with DeRozan doing this, where I'm like, oh my God, DeRozan is superhuman right now. But he's not even Westbrook or Davis or Harden, or maybe it's like Harden. But there's these other guys in the league. There's who are still better than DeRozan, even though he's doing this.
Yeah.
So I think as a Raptor fan, I kind of hope that my hope is that we'll keep getting better and there's some kind of like magical trade or internal development. Yeah, my hope is I guess my hope is Golden State, that we'll have some. So we'll draft some player who can just Draymond all of a sudden and be spectacular, and then also want to stay with us.
And also have Steph Curry on an $11 million a year contract.
Yeah,
helps.
exactly. Golden State, I guess, is the new model. San Antonio is maybe the old model of like how to win in the NBA. But I mean, with San Antonio, people always underplay the fact that they were bad in one season and then were able to get Duncan.
Yeah.
And then were never bad since they got Duncan.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, that's pretty similar to LeBron.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
a way. You know what I mean?
Drafting the superstar.
So,
sorry, long answer.
No, that was good.
Okay?
That was great. I myself I'm kind of flirting with half full or half empty. I think it's great that they snapped their thing. Can't really imagine what their fans are going through, especially since every like article right now is showing like 90-year-olds that have become fans their whole life, and they're just like, like in a wheelchair with a flag, and they would cry if they could.
Yeah.
But that's done for them.
Don't get me wrong.
That was done 20 years ago.
I'd cry and freak out if the Raptors won.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
so
God,
that.
yeah.
Believe, but I mean, I just can't even fool myself into thinking that they could win.
Yeah.
Like, at least not right now. Maybe when we had Vince, at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe the Vince run with where we lost to the Sixers, I might have been thinking there was some way we could beat the Lakers.
I could see us going to the finals that year.
Yeah, it's like maybe Vince could beat the Lakers, but it's like, no, he couldn't have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
so speaking of the old NBA droughts, before I'll ask you who has the worst drought right now in the NBA, but let's first get some of the teams who have never won a championship. Who are they?
Okay, so we're going to do Raptors, obviously.
Yep.
That's correct.
How many are we talking here?
We've got
11 or 12?
8, 10, 11, 12, 13. it looks
13.
like.
Hornets.
Yes.
We'll go one for one, Kevin.
Wizards.
Wizards is wrong.
Oh, Bullets did win one. There you go.
Wow. Nets. I love this. The music, it gets me every time.
Clippers.
The Clippers is... No, right. You're right.
Oh, you fucked up the buzzer though, buddy. Yeah, okay. Give yourself a negative buzzer for that one. Okay. I'm going to say the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies? Correct.
Ooh,
You're doing really well.
The Magic.
Correct.
The Thunder.
Thunder is wrong.
Sonics?
The Sonics won.
They won.
So wait, so the Thunder. Okay, so that
Thunder
counts.
Sonics,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, shit.
Jazz.
The Jazz. Yeah. You've got couple left.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna say
one of them are
Okay, well, I don't want to say that one. Sacramento Kings.
No, that's wrong. Sorry.
Kings won?
Kings actually have the longest drought.
Whoa.
They won in 1951.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they must have been part of the ABA.
Yeah. Yeah. So the other teams that didn't, Phoenix Suns have never.
Right. Wait, I just want to say that music ended pretty abruptly.
Yeah.
I thought it's like by guessing the Kings, I kind of ruined the game.
You ended the game. Yeah.
Man, I feel like
you weren't supposed to guess that.
I'm a bit of a buzzkill over here.
The Pacers haven't.
Yeah.
You said the Hornets.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pacers for longest.
Pelicans, New Orleans. Never.
I'm trying to think of other expansion teams.
I think that's it. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
Nuggets must have a long because they're ABA too.
Yeah, the Nuggets have never won. Never.
Wow.
So I guess it can't be a drought if you've never won.
So,
but
what are the top 5 droughts? Who has the longest? So we said Sacramento. Who's the
Pacers?
Who's the second one?
Well, no, the Pacers never won in the NBA. Right?
I'm gonna say the Nets must be. Oh no, wait. What am I talking about?
The Nets have never won.
Yeah, never won.
Knicks.
No, they're not, yeah, we're talking about the second longest drought, right?
Okay, wow.
Or any.
Oh, do you want to just do the top 5? That'd probably be easier, right? And you said the Knicks?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay,
thanks. I love hearing that sound, baby.
They're number 4. They have the 4th longest drought, 1973.
Sounds everything for me.
1973.
Okay, Kevin, you go.
I'm gonna say
the next level up is 2 years before the Knicks.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's the
Kevin's feeling
Milwaukee Bucks.
Attaboy!
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're down the list though. 1983. They're like, I think they're 8. 8.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're stressing out.
Yeah, I'm sweating on remembering team names.
Put this back on.
Okay, here we go. I'm feeling it again.
No.
Perfect.
Oh man. Why can't I think of teams that exist? I mean, I guess the Thunder / Sonics.
No, the Thunder are on the
Okay.
list, but they
I
are
got
down
it.
a bit.
I got it.
79.
It's got to be the Portland Trailblazers.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Wait, they were 5th. You're right.
yeah. Stop fucking doing that, man. You know I like the
I'm
ding.
doing that on purpose.
You know I like
Fuck with
the
you.
ding.
So
Yep.
wait, number 2.
Number 2 is all you have left.
Okay,
So
we'll
that's-
get this.
So that's
I wouldn't guess this.
more recent than what, 75?
Yeah, it would be 1958.
So
was the
okay,
last time.
Whoa.
so I'm gonna say the Pacers. Oh no.
Who's still in the league that we haven't said?
We already said the Wizards, right?
Yeah, is it Wizards Bullets?
One clue: hot.
Oh, the Suns?
I don't know as much as a clue, but it's what came to mind when I read their city's name.
Because it's not the Heat.
No.
Kind of nickname-ish.
City's name.
Nickname-ish.
It's Hotlanta.
Oh.
Number 2, Atlanta Hawks.
When's the last time Atlanta won?
1958.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, just there's not a lot of teams that have won since 2000, I feel like.
No, what I think in like it's like Celtics, Lakers, Spurs, Heat, Dallas.
Yeah, so not counting the teams that have never
Golden
made. So
State,
yeah,
Cleveland.
Portland's number 5. The Wizards are number 6, 1978. Oklahoma City, number 7, 1979. And the 76ers are 1983.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, lots of time for some more droughts to build.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know a drought that's going to build. And it's already got a couple years in. They're called the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Garbage team.
Hey, Matt,
Matt.
can I say that I wasn't there for the Spurs hate?
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Oh,
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because because I love that ding. Because I love that ding. Oh, that's why. That's
Freddie,
why.
you're selling yourself.
Oh, I'm
dings.
selling myself. No, I love the Spurs, but I just love that you hate them.
Yeah.
Oh, me
What
too.
are they? They're like 2-3 years in now.
It's a bold
Oh,
stance
my
to
God.
take.
Yeah.
Literally the entire internet loves
Totally.
the Spurs.
Yeah, like there's nothing to not like about them.
They didn't win their first championship until 1999.
Yeah.
And then they just became amazing.
just
Wow.
kept going, yeah.
And they've only won 5 since then.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, are
Pretty
you?
pathetic.
Oh, are you burning them?
God.
Oh, well, I think that's pretty good. That
I think
they,
it's an impressive stat.
I think,
but
yeah, I think,
No,
yeah.
it could be better.
Matt
could
has
be better.
high, Matt has high standards.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? I was liking this, but you kind of need a fucking punch in the face. Like, just your bobbing head needs a nice pop. I'm not advocating violence.
Never.
Let's move on to our,
Yeah.
it's not our last segment. No, it is.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
It's the end of all segments.
Let's do it. Pop.
Just strut over to the next
Hoo-wee.
whiteboard.
Stretch.
All right. Well, it's the start of the season.
Do some yoga.
You know what that means? It's time for us to make our wild predictions
That's
about
right.
all the season awards.
That's right.
Ooh. I don't think we ever clarified who won last time.
No.
No, I don't think we did.
Should we?
Should we do a little recap?
Well, is it ready? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, please then.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. So we did all these at the start of the season.
Yep.
Okay. So coach of the year,
Mm-hmm.
Kev, you said Steve Kerr.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie, you said Stan Van Gundy.
Okay. Yeah.
And the answer was,
I don't remember. Was it Pop?
I think it was Steve Kerr.
I think it was Steve Kerr.
Was it Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean,
here's the
Freddie-
thing. I have
Freddie
our
made the-
answers. I don't exactly have.
No, we should have, me and Kevin should have the actual
Yeah,
answers
I
in,
think
our,
so.
in our head.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about for the other words?
For the other awards, there were this one I know that Kev got right. Most improved,
Mm-hmm.
CJ McCollum.
That's right.
Nice one. Well, what did I say?
He said Andre Drummond.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Solid enough
Fair
pick.
enough. Yeah. Rookie of the year, Kev, you said Anthony Towns,
Yeah. Carl Anthony.
which he won.
Yep.
And Freddie, you said Okafor.
Fair
All
enough.
right.
Okay.
You know, I
We
was
picked the
probably
bigs,
I was
battle of the
probably
bigs.
just picking Okafor to like jazz it up there.
Yeah.
But Kev, 3 for 3.
Your MVP, there's an asterisk beside it that says if not Curry.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone's answers. Kev said Westbrook, and you said Griffin.
Well, the runner-up was Kawhi, so we
Yeah.
both
so we're both
did.
out on that.
Okay. Okay, in the finals, this is what you called. Kev, you said Cavs Clips MVP LeBron.
Wow.
Okay,
Freddie, you said Spurs Cavs Duncan.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you don't bet on the Spurs.
I think we both
was
just didn't
wrong.
say. We both just didn't say Golden State because you know.
Because why would you?
Yeah.
Most likely to start dating a celeb,
Oh my God.
Kevin Love, Emma Watson.
Okay. Didn't happen.
Victor.
Okay, that's not a bad pick at all.
Yeah, that's not. You pick it again, Kev. Double down.
Yeah.
Well, what did I say?
Victor Oladipo, someone from Pussy Riot.
Hey, still holding on that as well.
Barbara Walters, Greg Popovich.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're just repeating jokes from last year.
Porzingis, one of the Jenners.
Okay, these are all good.
These are all good picks.
Greg Popovich, one of the Jenners. And then Eric Fournier, Haley Steinfeld, and Demi Lovato.
Nice. Okay,
yeah.
that's
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
Also,
good.
I think you wrote down Eric Fournier because that's a guy that I went to theater school with. It's
really?
Evan Fournier.
Oh, Evan
is the guy's name.
Fournier. Why did
That's
I write that?
amazing.
Weird.
Shout out Eric. I know you would never listen to this podcast.
Okay, so did you get any of our defensive player of the year or anything like that?
Did we not say that?
Yes, Defensive Player of the Year. Kev said Anthony. No, Kev said
Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I probably would have said that.
And Freddie said Rudy Gobert.
Okay, and
And it
who's
was Kawhi?
who's Kawhi?
Was Kawhi? Yeah.
Okay,
And
what about most
six man?
improved? Six man.
Kevin said Noah,
Mm-hmm.
and you said Brandon Jennings.
I think it was Crawford again. It was shitty,
was,
shitty
yeah.
pick.
Yeah. Exec of the Year, Kev said Sam Presti,
Yeah.
Yep,
and you said Daryl Morey.
fair enough.
I think we were both off on that one.
I don't even know who it was.
Must have been whatever the guy's name is.
Golden
in G
State
I don't even
guy,
care.
yeah.
I'm not even going to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been Cleveland's guy. I don't know. But
Yeah. I think it was Golden State.
Cool. Well,
and that's
let's do these for this
yeah,
year.
let's do it. Okay.
We'll skip executive this year because
Yeah. And you know
Who
what?
cares
We'll
about
skip
those
finals predictions and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
think we'll just do playoff
just
predictions.
cool. As in who's making it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Cool. So you want to start with rookie?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Who do you got?
Rookie of the year. I got a note to myself. Joel Embiid.
Okay, awesome.
Just like last year, I'm going with the safe big.
Well, you know what? Since we're scoring it, are you right? Are you putting
Yeah.
all this down?
Yeah.
Perfect. Since we're scoring it, I'm saying Embiid too.
That's fine. We can agree.
But I also said Buddy Hield.
I'm gonna pick Chris Dunn as my runner up.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Sorry,
and the other guy was Fred Dunn.
what are you?
Who was your runner-up?
My runner-up was Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield.
My runner up was Chris Dunn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my favorite magician is Fred Penner. For MVP, I'm going with Westbrook.
Me too.
Okay.
We got a couple of buddies having a podcast.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right. Defensive player. I said Kawhi, but now I'm like thinking I want to change it because he won last year.
Yeah.
And it
He's
seems
two
like,
in a row.
Seems like too easy. I don't know. Oh well, if he's already 2 in a row, actually, maybe I will stick with him then. Go for the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin's going with Kawhi. I'm going with Rudy Gobert again.
Nice.
Doing it again.
Okay. Fred Gobert.
So most improved player.
I got the man in the middle from Lithuania to your city, Mania.
Oh, I like it.
Jonas Valanciunas.
I'm struggling between Rodney Hood
Ooh.
or Harrison Barnes, and I'm going to go with Harrison Barnes.
I think that's a solid pick.
But we'll see how he might be on a crappy team, but I think he just could have a huge numbers jump.
So you say Harrison Barnes, or
I'm going to just go with Harrison.
Harry
I'll go with
Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
you should see how I'm typing this right now. If I were like a court typist,
Oh,
Yeah.
a
the
stenographer.
law would be fucked.
Oh, yeah. That's why it is fucked.
Yeah.
Because of them. Then the way they type things in.
Dyslexic stenographer.
Yes, absolutely.
God.
That to me is the biggest problem in society.
But it's also the only reason why murder's illegal. So that's
I got a jury
Sure.
duty thing, by the way. Not to screw this up too
No,
fast,
screw
but-
it up with your jury
Sorry,
duty story.
I had to fill it out, and I might get the call, guys.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Did you say
Because I
that?
read all those OJ books.
Did you say that you're like very biased and stuff
to
to try and like get out of it? Is that even a question?
No, no.
Like
they
when-
just, they
when
just
they
want to
s-
see if you legally
Matt?
can do it.
Right.
Why don't you tell us more about jury duty?
Yeah, guys. Hi, welcome to the jury duty part of the show. We're just to split up the segment.
Yeah, just to mix it up.
Sorry.
How are the chairs in jury duty comfy, or are they like wooden and
I
uncomfortable?
haven't been there yet, guys. Okay, I'm on my way.
I always feel like jury duty is like 12 angry men, but like when you get in the room, it's just a play.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there's no court case. You're just like you're one of the angry men, and it's like an interactive.
And you have to learn lines and stuff.
yeah. You got to learn a book full of lines. So fast, and they're coming at you hard.
When juries are deadlocked for a long time, it's because someone's like not getting their lines down. And
that was the jury duty segment by Matt Duncan. And now we take you back to the award predictions.
Perfect.
Have fun, kids.
Freddie, who you got for Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year, I got Scott Brooks.
Oh,
yeah. I that was a tough one for me, but I just feel like I think the Wizards are gonna have a big win jump.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
And I think, yeah,
Otto Porter looks good, eh?
He does look good. I mean, I think the Wizards look great against us. Beal looked like he's like, finally, it's the team I love to destroy.
Yeah,
like I have him on my fantasy team, and it was easily his best game of the year.
Of course. I have Scott Brooks's replacement in Oklahoma City, Billy Donovan.
Oh, that's a good one too. I think it's a really interesting year for Coach of the Year.
Yeah,
because I think a sneaky pick for Coach of the Year, and it's just based on the early attitude of the team, is Tyronn Lue.
Yep, totally.
Because I think they're going to have a great record.
And I think his story from last year makes him a good candidate for that too.
Yeah,
like media-wise.
And, I think, Steve Kerr's still in the running. Popovich is obviously in the running. I've never been the hugest Doc fan, but you always got to have them.
Sure. D'Antoni?
Yeah, D'Antoni could be a really
go well.
a fun pick. But but I'm not sure if Houston... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's even Fizdale. Because they love to give it to new coaches who are good.
Yeah.
We'll see. Six man. Who do you got?
Six man. I got Al Jefferson.
Nice.
He's gonna shake and shimmy his way to a comfy 15 points a game in the paint.
I don't think he'll have the stats for this award, but I think there might be a chance for Corey Joseph.
Oh,
I'm going for it.
I would love
Corey
that.
Joseph. I think he really should be in the running.
He's
when you consider
absolutely one of the best bench players.
Because like all year he's going to have these stat lines of like 7 points, 4 boards,
and
5 assists,
impeccable defense,
great
and game
defense,
management.
and like 1 or 2 clutch threes. But yeah,
I like that one. I hope you're right.
Going for it, hoping for it. What have we missed anything?
No.
Rookie of the Year?
No, we said that.
Yeah,
You guys did that one?
both go to Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, yeah. I got that. It was the first one we did.
Nice.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, furious
shall we do?
Have you mean court?
Shall we? Oh, he's worried about court.
Wait, stop. Sorry. What did he say?
Can you do that in court?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, can you be like Richard Gere and be like, it's a Chicago type of town?
Maybe this song's about sex a little.
Yeah.
Maybe just Executive of the Year.
Oh yeah, Executive of the Year. Let me go with Sacramento. No. Kev, if you have one ready, go for it. I'm gonna think for a second.
I was just gonna say a stupid one for sure. I was just gonna say that Mark Cuban was gonna buy it because he's not actually the GM, so he can't win it. But I think he's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Buy it.
I'm going to go with R.C. Buford because I think the rest of the league is not going to want to vote for Bob Myers for Golden State.
Yeah.
I think that they're good.
You're right.
I think even though the acquisition of Durant clearly trumps anything else.
It's weird because I feel like the GM doesn't go to the guy who spends the most or best money, but it's that is what your job is getting the people, right?
Yeah, if you land Durant and then I know he signed a 1 year, but if he's a part of your franchise now, it's you win.
Yeah.
But I think it's also an accumulation of a bunch of things. So it often goes to a team that hasn't been good for a while and kind of makes a run.
Yeah.
So, it would be I'm going to stick with R.C. Buford because I think Duncan leaving and the Spurs maintaining greatness. Sorry, Matt. I think that's going to be enough for other people to give them the nod.
I like it.
Cool. Should we pick our playoff teams?
Let's do it. Let's do the top 8. You want to start out west?
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh man, I'm excited to see where we match up.
Okay. You want to go 1 for 1 or just go all 8?
No, let's go 1 for 1.
All right. Number 8, the Houston Rockets.
Ooh, Houston Rockets.
8th place.
Check this out. I got the Houston Rockets number 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And just to touch on that quickly, who in the West? Well, I guess when let's name 8 and 7, and then let's just like quickly touch on who we think could
who's
like,
out?
disrupt that. Yeah. So 7, I have the Thunder.
I have the Utah Jazz.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So
So I'm thinking the Mavs are off to a rough start. I think they're going to be right there. I think they're going to be right there at the end.
yeah, the Mavs do look like a touch rougher. I think I'm or like in the offseason I might have been like Minnesota, and now I'm like no,
not
not
yet.
Minnesota. I
Not
think
yet.
again they're still good. Everything's looking good.
Yeah.
Not this year.
They're going to be in like 10th or something.
Yeah, like I think Utah's
Or 11th.
the only new team.
Yeah. Well, Pelicans, you never know if they make some sort of something.
I don't
happen.
see it. To me, it
Their
looks
team's
like
so bad.
yeah, it looks like again it's Anthony Davis and nobody
And no one.
and Lance Stevenson.
Yeah.
Not Sacramento. I actually think it's very, very early, but I think the Lakers are looking really interesting. and good.
They're looking fun and young.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they won't be able to close games out, and they won't get enough wins. Not the Suns.
No.
I think that's it for like maybe emerging teams.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, who do you got at? So you have Utah at
I
7.
have Utah at 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 6, I got the Grizzlies.
No, I got the Blazers at number 6.
Okay.
5, I have the Jazz.
I have the Blazers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, some mixing and the matching in the middle there.
I think those Jazz got to prove it a little.
Yeah. 4, I have Memphis.
I have the Clippers.
Nice. Oh, I wonder who you have in the 3 spot. I have the
you'll
Clippers in
see.
the 3 spot.
You'll see who's in the 3 spot.
Yeah.
OKC, baby.
I think that would be so exciting.
I love it.
And I know they're winning games, but I just feel like who else is the veteran that's good? I mean, Adams is great.
Yeah.
And I think Cantor is someone who people always make fun of because of his defense, but he's also pretty good.
Andre Robertson is just a solid wing.
Yeah,
guy.
they look a lot like Iverson's like Sixers.
Yeah.
And maybe Westbrook doesn't have to worry about sharing the ball as much. Maybe they are just that much harder to stop. And they'll have kind of like a college feel with Donovan. So I got the Clippers
You
at
got
the
the
3,
Clippers?
Spurs at the 2.
I got Warriors at the 2.
You have Spurs at the 1.
I do, buddy.
That's madness.
Let's run. Let's go.
I mean, I don't see how the Spurs get more than like 60 wins, and I don't see how G State gets less than 65 wins. So I'm pretty far away from you on this.
I think they're both going to be right around 62.
Yeah.
And then I think the playoffs are going to start and the Warriors are going to sweep their way to the
But like
finals.
even early on, right? So Golden State lost that game to Spurs. They got smoked. But even they're just stumbling through other games and trashing
just
teams.
winning. I know.
Like it's just because the way they play with the threes and like I know Durant, there's going to be some acclimatization or like acclimatizing whatever, but they're still Golden State, and
Yeah.
I think there's even a weird. I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see when they lose.
Who's good on Golden State?
Yeah.
Who's any good?
Oh, I
Prove it.
love that attitude, Kev. But I honestly am interested to see when Golden State loses their second game.
Yeah.
Like, they got smoked
Yeah.
by the Spurs. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They haven't lost. So let's see who they lose to. Have the Spurs lost?
I think Spurs are 4-1 and Warriors
Okay.
are 3-1.
Yeah.
Aha. All a spur is someone to kick a horse in the gut.
Sure.
Yeah, or the bottom maybe if you got long
Wow,
legs.
Matt. Matt is like, he's like pinching himself so hard, his bruising.
I just started a Kickstarter to get them to relocate
Oh, wow.
to Hawaii. No.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. Teams would love playing there.
Yeah, 8 hours away flying. Sweet. Let's do the Eastern Conference.
Cool. Number 8. I've got your Charlotte Hornets.
Hiyo. Awesome. I had the Detroit Pistons.
Cool. I got Detroit number 7.
7, I got the Hornets.
There you go. It's a gimme.
Yeah, any Eastern Conference team. Bulls were weird for me because they've had a nice start.
Yeah.
But I keep looking at the roster and I'm like, no,
No way. Yeah.
it's not going to work.
I think they're in the playoffs.
The Bulls.
Yeah.
Really?
I actually do. I have them.
I wonder who you have them over. Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
Okay, I have a feeling there's going to be a team that you're going to be like, you're so high on them, but I have reasoning. Okay, so number 6, who you got?
Oh wait, I messed up because I think I should have the Wizards here, and yeah, that's what should be happening.
Wizards what at 6?
At
That's
6.
what I have.
Yeah.
So I have the Wizards at 6.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Perfect. 5. Who do you got at 5?
Bulls.
Okay, okay. Bulls. So we're very different there. I don't think the Bulls are going to make the playoffs, let alone be 5th in the conference. But I feel like I'm going to surprise you here because I have a Celtics.
No, not really. I think that's like
so. It wasn't that much of a surprise.
I think that.
I thought I was going to surprise them.
See, I'm with you on the Celtics getting way too much love. I just don't think they're as bad as you think they are.
No, I just think I also I have Crowder on fantasy, and he's out for probably a month.
That's going to be
so.
bad.
I think with Horford getting a concussion and this happening right away,
yeah,
they're going to lose a couple more games than they would, and that might have been their shot at 50 wins.
Yeah,
just right there, gone.
Yeah. 4th, I have Celtics.
Okay, 4th, I have the Hawks, which I'm guessing maybe is your team that's not in the playoffs, which they look real good so far. I'm just saying, Howard looks like he ain't fucking around. I mean, I will see if he plays more than 30 games, but Budenholzer, man, he's the make it
great.
work. He's the make it work guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like my Hawks, that they might be the team that I'm way too high on based on their early season activity. But I feel like Schroeder has been not great, and they're still really winning games.
Yeah.
And Millsap is still a star.
Millsap's amazing.
So
I don't think Dwight's gonna stick it out, and I think he's such a pain in the ass that it's gonna.
I hate this analogy, but the cancer will spread.
Yep.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. And number 2 Raps.
Yeah, you skipped 3. I had Pacers.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay, right. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have the Pacers at 4.
You have Pacers at 4.
And
you have the Hawks
Hawks
at 3. My goodness.
Yeah.
I have Pacers at 3. I have Raps at 2.
Yep.
And I have the LeBrons at 1.
The LeBrons at 1. Well, I think that about does it for our season opener.
We'll see where we're at. If the Hawks are in the playoffs, please remind me that I said this.
Yeah, and for me, the Bulls.
Yeah.
Because Kevin has the Bulls at 5. I have the Hawks at 3. Those are the big discrepancies. In the West, we were pretty close. Matt, any final parting words?
Just keep your head up out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make sure you use the right kind of oil in your toboggan.
Okay. Okay.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah?
You hit your noggin?
You need snow.
Just had a good old flip.
You need some fucking snow.
Yeah,
for sure, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, keep rollerblading, stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cycle through the winter, guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Hello? Can anyone around here speak basketball?
There it is.
This has been the Confederacy of Dunks with Kevin Dawes and Freddy Ribais.
Please subscribe and rate on iTunes and Stitcher.
And check out Talkhole.co for more great podcasts.
Why did that happen?